Well, hey, are you looking for some live music tonight? A fun time? Well, we've got an answer for you. Tennessee Local is making a stop in downtown Knoxville tonight. Josiah and the Bonnevilles are bringing their indie folk sound to the Bijou Theatre. You're going to hear their new album, As Is. It blends Americana with Appalachian folk, alt country, and rock and roll influences too. We have frontman Josiah Lemming with us here this afternoon. Josiah, thank you for being here, first of all.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
And you're an East Tennessee guy too, so this has to be special for you to play a show.
You know, it's very special, and we all usually end tours in Nashville, and I was very insistent that I wanted to end this tour in Knoxville. I've never wrapped up. The idea of having a tour come home to where I'm from, be able to play songs that I wrote about Tennessee here is super duper special. So.
Yeah, and I mean, we said you're a local, but you are like local. You're from Morristown.
Morristown, Tennessee, born and raised. Watched this channel growing up. My dad worked in the furniture factories, Lee Industries, and Brookline and all of that. So yeah, through and through. It
is such a special moment, I'm sure, to get to play in Knoxville, but also at the Bijou that has such a storied history. One of the first things I asked you whenever I met you, I said, can you please explain to me what your band name means? And so explain to our viewers who may not know what a Bonneville is, what that even means.
Totally. So when I was 18, I went on a show. You asked me about this too. I went on a show called American Idol. I had been living in my car. It was a 1989 Mercury Topaz, and it had just died when the show aired. And a radio station, I believe based in Fort Wayne, Indiana, gave me a Pontiac Bonneville, a gold Pontiac Bonneville.
There
I have it tattooed right here. And I drove it for, man, maybe 6, 7, 8 years back and forth across the country, and it was dying right as I was starting this project in 2016 with some friends of mine. And so that's where the name was born. Then for a long time, I toured solo, and everybody would kind of quip. They would joke, they'd say, where are the Bonnevilles? And there was none. And then when we kind of started getting back into it, I was posting online all the time, and somebody asked, they were like, hey, can I be a Bonneville? And I was like, yeah, you guys can all actually be the Bonnevilles. So now the fan base is the Bonnevilles, and we have the band. So it's amazing. It's like a big family. It's awesome.
That is so cool. And what I think is awesome, too, is that each moment, each turn, each era in your career is sort of marked by when your cars die. So that's kind of funny. But now, I mean, are you driving anything similar to a Bonneville now, or is it still just like, no, I just got it on my arm?
I drive my grandpa's 2000 Chevrolet Silverado.
There you go.
My grandpa was a mechanic at Tar Chevrolet in Jeff City. And
wow.
I bought it off my grandma like 5, 6 years ago. It has 260,000 miles. I love it. I will not part with it. I know all the ins and outs. I know what's going on with it. So I'm a simple man. I like my older cars especially. No screens.
I love that. I love that. Well, Josiah, we could gab about East Tennessee stuff all day, cars if you want. But tell us really what you guys are known for, Josiah and the Bonnevilles. What can people expect out of this show?
Yeah, so it's interesting. You know, we're not considered country music because it's not super kind of twangy, and I guess like what mainstream country would be. But I consider, I'm from the country, I kind of consider what we do country. It's just a little more dealing with real life and soulful, and I deal with loss and just real life scenarios and trying your best and working class things growing up that way. I try not to put on a front. I try to be really honest with people. I try to do that in my album. We got a song about, you know, going out to the Outer Banks when I was a kid, popping in the truck and maybe falling in love with a girl that's out of your league and stuff like that. And the last song on the album is a song called As Is, about based off the furniture store in Morristown called As Is, where we got our furniture growing up. It's about accepting where you're at, flaws and all, and accepting used things that you have, and I don't know, just real life sort of stuff. And so to bring it back here with this band, we've got this girl, Brenda McMillan, playing banjo. She's from Eastern Kentucky. Juan Solorzano on the pedal steel. Amazing band. It's just been, we've been out for 6 weeks. So it's amazing to be home, bringing it here.
That is so awesome. Well, if people want to buy a ticket tonight, they need to act fast.
It's close. This is going to be, we've been really close to selling out a few shows on this tour, and this is probably going to be the first one that goes. I think there's like 20 tickets left. So hopefully a couple at the door if y'all want to come, or maybe you can snag them online. Yep, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I hope that it does.
Yeah.
That would be such a cool moment too. And if people can't come to the show tonight, but they like your vibe, they want to check you out, where can they find you on streaming services?
Yeah, we're everywhere. So Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. We're about to do some more featured stuff with them. We got a bunch of stuff on YouTube. I'm posting to social media way too much, so follow at your own risk. And we are just entering like a long touring season. So if you missed this show, we're going to come back very soon. We're about to now announce another show in Knoxville for later this year.
Oh.
Very exciting.
All right, little teaser there for you
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Well, Josiah, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
It was a delight, and good luck tonight.
Thanks,
Rock
let's
that
go.
stage. All right.